I recently did my oral examinations with the Engineers Board of Kenya, and it was honestly, before it, I have talked to many engineers who have transitioned. I have facilitated so many mentorship sessions right now that professional registration was one of the things that didn't worry me at all. But when this letter came and I was supposed to go for my oral exams, there was a bit of being tense, like what you expect. I had a friend prepare me, a professional engineer, but when I went for it, trust me, it's exactly what they say it is. It's not as hard. There's nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear about the oral examination. Stay tuned for some of the questions people asked about oral examination. By the end of this, I know you'll be ready to submit your reports and get this experience for yourself. The interviewers are three interviewers. Each and every one of them will be asking you questions of their own. Once you enter the examination room, the interviewers will welcome you. Ensure you have your report, a copy of your report, and your ID, and your letter from EBK calling you for exams. You'll be asked to present those ones, your original ID and that letter. Then one of the interviewers will welcome you. He will introduce him or herself, and then allow the other two to introduce him or herself. That's the lead interviewer. Then they will allow you to introduce yourself, but you'll be guided on how to introduce yourself. They will tell you, say this, and this. Specifically what I was asked, I don't know if that's what everyone else is asked, was talk about your high school. Where did you go to high school? What grade did you get in high school? Your campus, where did you go? What grade, what did you get after your campus education? Getting into the industry, then take us through your part 1, and then take us through your part 2, and then pick 2 projects that will take us in depth apart from your part 2. And then you'll be given one chance to say all that, to put all that information together and present it. You are allowed to check your documents, but as you do it, ensure you are actually engaging people who are in front of you. So you shouldn't be all looking down. You need to also look at them. You also need to talk to them, and because this is your experience. But whenever you need to check your documents, it's okay, check your documents, but you need to look at, have an interaction with these people. So once you do that, then now they will open up the session for each and every one of the interviewers to ask the questions that they have for you. The interview takes around 45 minutes, the oral interview. Others, I've had them say 30 minutes. When I entered the interview room, I was told I have 45 minutes. So it varies, probably for 30 to 45 minutes. When you don't know how to answer a question, number 1, don't lie. Ask for their perspective. For example, there are 2 questions that I didn't know their answers for sure off the top of my head. So what you need to do, first of all, whatever it is, don't lie. Make it look like, how do you do something when you don't know, when there's this work in front of you and you need to do it and you don't know how to do it? Because in our experience as engineers, we don't know everything. Even now that you are registered professional engineer, it doesn't mean that you know everything. You still need to learn from others. So show your collaborative nature. Show what you know. This is what I know to this extent. This one, I can find it out. You'll be given papers and a pen. You can note it down and say, I'd really like to learn more about this extent that I've not experienced yet, but my experience has reached to this extent. So you need to find a way of answering the question without lying, because these people, they know their stuff, so they will know if you're lying or not. Because in engineering, when you lie, that means you are actually causing disasters. But if you ask questions, collaborate, because that's what engineering is about. It's about asking questions, finding out, doing research. So that's exactly what you're supposed to portray. So do not tense when you don't know something. Just talk about what you know, and the other one say, I'm happy to find out how this is done, but this is to the extent that I've experienced in the industry. So there is no specific number of questions that each interviewer will ask you. There is something about this interview. It's not, yes, it's structured, but it's once you start talking, it's more of a conversation. Yes, it's a conversation where you're answering questions, but I can say it is. It's not like a job interview. I think that's more rigid, but they will ask you questions, each and every one of them in turns. One, you might find that one asks you more questions than the other person. So there is no like a given number of questions that one will ask you over the other person. So just what comes as you keep speaking. Also, when you say something, maybe they want to know more about what you're saying, so they'll ask a question about it. Yeah, so that's it. The oral exam. There is nothing to be afraid about. As long as you know your stuff, as long as what you put there is your experience, professional examinations, whether oral or written, is nothing to worry about. All the best.